5 big points will save you big time if you want to be a full-time creative content creator and have your own longevity of success. Whether you are an artist, a designer, an aesthetic blogger perhaps, or a fashion stylist and more, it all comes down to this. The truth of being a creative content creator. I have started making content from the days of Instagram looking like this to this. And when Tumblr was the whole jazz of the internet, I went through few transitions as well within my own creative journey, from shooting art process videos, fun chatty videos, vlogs, to magical tarot reading content. The one thing for sure, I always stay true to my own authenticity and message in life, art, and spirituality. Our first lesson is that while it's true that consistency matters the most when it comes to creating content and putting yourself out there to be seen, it does not mean that there is no room for any possible changes that you may take on, and that is growth. At the end, we are still human beings with a life and a story to experience, and that includes our own personal creative journey. Want it or not, both goes hand in hand, so eventually this will have a crossover impact with one and another. Changes aren't bad or wrong as long as you stay true to your own truth and voice. We are not robots. We evolve, we transit, and we transform. It is all part of the journey, really, and that is what being a creative person and also as a human being truly means. The thing about change that may confuse your audience and most likely yourself is when you completely take a sharp turn without a clear set of vision. Let's say there's this change from talking about art to suddenly all just about animals, for example. I know it is quite a random and funny example, but the thing is, such sharp change may actually work, if not work the best for you, if you do know how to integrate things into one whole full topic. So, for example, I connect my art and spirituality together very closely. So I integrated my art and tarot content into one whole being, and it worked very well for me and my audience. This is because tarot reading is a form of art itself, and art exists very much in tarot card illustrations. So with this, I also integrated my audience who's in love with life, art, and spirituality all together. So yes, it is very possible for you to eventually create your own niche by combining things into one and make it unique to yourself and your audience. The niche setter or the trendsetter. But there's a con side to this, and that is feeling overwhelmed to eventually experiencing burnout. Throughout the many years of my creative journey, there's been many times when I stopped posting for a while, went on a hiatus over my art projects, and eventually got overwhelmed to the point of complete burnout. This is not because I ran out of ideas or inspirations. It was because I had too many exciting ideas to the point I froze in confusion and I eventually collapsed. I was just doing too much for wanting too much. So, where and how to find the balance? First, accept that you are a human being and it's completely okay to take a break whenever you need to. The people who truly resonates with you will still be there and they will keep on coming. The more you push over yourself, the more you will drain yourself, and eventually you may encounter further issues along the way. Second, want it or not, people out there will judge and criticize you anyways. Whether they do it in front of your face or behind you, either way, take a break when you need and keep on creating whenever you have to. As much as negativity could or probably will affect you, well, just don't let it linger on for too long. Some people will get you, some won't. Some people will respect you, some won't. Third, it is not your job to make everybody like you or listen to you. Your only job is to create truthfully and also always be respectful of your own work and the people who truly care for you and your work. I know it may sound simple, but this mindset and strength will help you yourself along the way. Eventually, at a point in time, you will also learn the difference between receiving constructive criticism from others or simply just a self projection by others onto you. The issue with this is that most of the time, people do this subconsciously. We may as well do that subconsciously ourselves. When others speak of their opinions about what you do or what you should do, it does not always have to come from malicious or envious intentions. Sometimes they may even come with good intentions because they worry for you and they care for you. But such words would only deter you from your work and focus. Too many voices can and will distract you. Hence why discernment is very important in the world of creativity and also originality. This is why it's important for you to keep certain plans and ideas private to yourself until you are ready to share it to the world. Well, how would I know when to share, you may have asked? Well, make sure that you are already well prepared and ready to showcase your creation, just like when you are submitting your finished painting to an art gallery to be displayed. I had to learn the lesson of putting myself off, my project on hiatus, and even plans getting cancelled over and over again because I got too excited too many times to the point of quickly oversharing my thoughts and ideas too early on. You only realize it too late how other people's words could really affect you once you start experiencing a sense of confusion, loss, doubt, or even losing your own confidence in your work. You know this because those voices in your head aren't yours. Think of it this way. Everybody wants to be something. Everybody wants to have something, and that includes you and everybody else around. It's not that it's wrong. We all just have different path and life journey either way. So you have to be just okay with the reality that you are your own most understanding and supportive person when it comes to your life goals. Remember, if you want to be successful, then you gotta be your own number one fan. Just pay attention. If, let's say, you are having a good, inspiring conversation with people or with your friends, let's say, and perhaps you may want to ask for their opinions and maybe them to you as well. Well, this could be a very great opening for further brainstorming and support reason. But just understand that even so, not all will truly get what it means to have your own ambition and reasons. Again, not that it is always wrong, it's just that we all simply have our own mindset and perspective in things. So remember, then again, discernment is very important and to also listen. So now, this leads to sometimes you can feel or even be lonely. The creative journey can be quite a lonely road indeed. There will be times when you need to completely focus and lock in, and you start to lose track of time. There will be times when all you could think of are the goals and wishes that you would want for yourself, and you realize that no one gets you. There will be times when all you could feel is your own ambition and drive to make something happen, and someone may discourage you from doing so. Sure, it does not have to always be like this, but there must be this balance to know what to keep to yourself and what to share, like what we have talked about before. But the thing is, this is not at all an issue of trust. It is just about protecting your own energy and space until it is safe enough to see the light of the day. This is about preserving ideas until it is cooked to well done. Remember, privacy is power. A power move for yourself and also a power move that is very inspiring for others that may really relate and resonate with you. This is because mentally speaking, people tend to subconsciously would only want to see and understand results. It is because we tend to only want to get the good results instead of realizing the reality of things and going through the long, hard process journey. Unless you are the type of content creator who would share their ongoing process journey in work and life, and somehow that works best for your audience and you yourself. The issue with this is that it is a tricky game to play indeed. Either people would want to see you grow, learn together and feel inspired, or they would mock you, secretly laugh at you, and would love to see you further suffer in life. So be careful, as this could be a slippery slope. Either this will make you or break you. In this age of modern media, we have seen how a lot of creators use sad stories for marketing purposes. And yes, it does work. But too much pity party could break your image, or worse, your whole reputation, permanently speaking. This is not to say that your real struggles in life are invalid, but just understand that what you put out there in public becomes part of the whole wide internet, and eventually not yours anymore. This includes all kinds of possible response and treatment that you will receive. There's a difference between using your pain as inspiration to power move your creative journey, or just overly complaining to throw a pity party so others would pay attention to you. It is quite a manipulative, almost gaslighting type of behavior actually to yourself and others. It is quite draining, because demanding for support by pitching a sad story is definitely not an evergreen way to sell your work of art. Pain is such a valuable lesson in life. Unfortunately, that is just reality. We best learn in life from pain, and it can be such a great tool of healing if done correctly and safely. But constantly complaining about how you are not reaching a certain amount of likes or followers, yapping about how your art is so bad compared to other artists, that is not the way to go. You will eventually just spiral and spiral and spiral non-stop. A story of pain is a story about how it's like when you are experiencing such event, and how you explore your emotions through it to come out of it. Just like a good movie, give it a good ending mark as well. This may be a harsh truth to be said, but frankly, nobody truly cares about you until they can benefit something out of you. This is just the reality of business and the world either way. Take advantage of the game by inspiring others so that they would support you long term. This is just how it works. With that being said, I hope that you do enjoy this video and take it with a grain of salt as well. Remember, listen to your own voice and your own truth. This is the secret of you discovering your own life path. Take care.